Earlier on, I spoke to Sam Sexton, who's obviously going to be fighting David Price for the vacant British title on Saturday night up at Aintree. But there's another kid on the bill. He's a friend of the show. He's one of the guys, we really like him here at Box Nation. He fought on one of our shows. But more than that, we just like him because he's a fantastic, fantastic kid. And he can bang. And he's a thinker. Well, that kid's name is, of course, Dillian Whyte. And I had to speak to him a little bit earlier.
Yeah, he's a very big test for me. You know, this guy, he's knocked out all of his last opponents. So he's very confident, very strong. You know, he comes forward and all that. But I like all that, though, Steve.
You like a challenge, don't you? I mean, if you had your way, you'd be in with the very best fighters out there.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to learn, man. Get in there, mix with the best, and if you survive, then you can only get better.
Because you have been having some very good sparring over the last couple of years or so. I know you've been sparring working for this fight with Julius Francis, a big old lump. Also, you sparred with Derek Del. You went and lived on a caravan site with Tyson Fury. You've had a good year of sparring.
Yeah, that's why I'm improving, Steve, and that's why as the fight's going, you see, relaxing more. I'm settling more into the boxing style. Because of sparring, I'm getting with all these guys. It's like it's my apprenticeship I'm doing in there with them. I'm learning and improving. So I'm grateful for the guys helping me out.
How was that up with Tyson Fury, living with Tyson and his family and his clan up there? How was that? Was that an enjoyable and an eye-opening experience?
It was great, and I learned a lot, man, from him, his uncle. Even the experience of being there. Obviously, the media and people stereotype travellers, but when you go there and you meet them and you see how nice they are, obviously sometimes Tyson comes across as a bit of a, on the telly, but he's actually a nice guy. His family is nice. Like I say, his uncle Peter is a great man, he's given me a few pointers, that I discussed with my Chris trainer, and Chris said, you know what, he's right, and me and him speak regularly as well.
Oh, that's a great story. Now, you also sparred last year, if I'm not mistaken, with both David Haye and Derek Del. They're fighting each other at Upton Park on July the 14th. And I understand that both of them have reached out to you. What are you going to do, Dillian?
Well, to be honest, Steve, both the guys, David helped me out at the start of my career. It's after sparring with him, that's when I decided to go pro, So for me, it was a big thing sparring with a multi-world champion, cruiserweight world champion, heavyweight world champion. And, I've been sparring with Derek for years. I've been sparring with Derek from even before I decided to go into boxing. So, it's a strange situation for me because obviously both the guys have helped me out so much and still help me until today's day. So, I'm not really going to spar none of them, to be honest, Steve. I think that's a fair thing to do because if I spar with David, and David beat Derek, and then David have one more fight, I retire or whatever, and then I need sparring, and Derek's still fighting, and Derek can't go, well, you help so-and-so. You know what I mean? It's just a funny situation,
So I think that's the sensible move, to say to them, thanks, but no thanks, to say that to both of them. I think that's the best move. Well, listen, good luck on Saturday night. Give our best to big David Price. We like him a lot on this show. He can't, for a variety of reasons, appear on my show here, which is a pity. Dillian, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Speak to you soon.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you for having me.
Dillian Whyte, you know what I like about him? I told you before, after he fights, he spends hours and hours inside the arena, shaking hands, having pictures taken with everybody. You know the last person I saw it like that, do it like that? Ricky Hatton, and we all know what happened to him. He was the people's champion. There's no two ways about it. That fight's on Saturday, and it's at Aintree, not at Anfield, as people have been pointing out.